Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Texans are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they're going up against the Jags offense that will have a lot to deal with. With that, let's get out to NRG Stadium in Houston. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Andre Hal, the one to bring him down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he could be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss. And what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he goes out right around the 39. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From midfield, here's Bortles. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Jags a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he can't, and he's going to go out of bounds here back behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes a... Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down. Here we go. Green, 39. Mike 5-4.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. So completion on second down, that brings up third. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third and long, it's Bortles. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Right there. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Switch. Detroit.
time running out here on the play clock. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Miller, the lone setback.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll set up to throw. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Green, 39. Green, 39. 58,
Bortles to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake. Bortles to the left side here for Eifert. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15 and a first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. They go play action here on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 15 yards there for number 15.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Bortles will try again on second down. Caught Eifert over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bortles now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Bortles to throw once more. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
And they're able to return this one all the way up. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half begins with a run from Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Brian Cushing, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd down following the run. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 98 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. On third and long, it's Bortles. And Eifert has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Fresh set of downs here. Another pistol look here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
In motion. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Detroit! Set! 3-19!
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On play action, it's Bortles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We've got a 3rd and 11. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Shreds the tackle. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. And now out comes Houston. They come out here in the eye. They begin with a run by Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during your game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way. He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run it again with Miller. And some room to work. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit! There we go now. Check. Green, 39. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll go with a keeper. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal to go now. And they'll give Miller another crack. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
That's caught. It's Thomas. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Watch it now. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll run. It's Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Miller kept out of the end zone on 4th and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do.
There we go. Green, 90. Ace. Go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Ace. There we go now. Green. Ace. Left. Z. Left. Ready. Switch. Black 58. Z.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They come out here in the eye.
Black 58. Z.
Bortles going to look to throw. And he floated one out there incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the offense will get this one back. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Left. There we go. Blue for it. There we go. Left. Hey, watch the slant.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take it. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here's Brad Nordman now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And now out comes Houston. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jaguars, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now the